I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you.
Yeah. I tell you, my weekend plans have kind of been a little drawn back because of the weather. Thought maybe we'd go check out the boat parade in Lauderdale on Saturday, but I think it's going to be pretty rainy. I think there's an 80% chance of rain on Saturday.
Whoa.
It's pretty convincing.
That is very wet, and I would not want to chance any outdoor with that number.
Yeah. So I don't know we're going to do that. And I don't know. I was even going to go. There's a country artist that's playing today at a place in South Florida that I wanted to go see. And I don't know if I'll, because I think traffic's going to be freaking crazy.
Who's playing here in South Florida?
His name is Scotty McCreery.
Oh, yeah. I know that name.
You know that name? I think he came from American Idol.
I think you're right. He did,
Yeah. He
yes.
Yeah, our country station is doing a show with him. And so I always try to find out, who they got. I was talking to him last night. I'm like, you guys got to let me know. I'm like, I love these artists. So yeah, they do a great thing. They bring in, that's the thing about country, man. Country, those artists are so good at doing little shows and playing little one-offs. And they're so great with their fans and DJs, and they really have a lot of respect for radio. And you get into pop, and it's not really that way.
At all.
Yeah. It's too bad. We don't really have artists that go out and do that kind of stuff. If you ever put in a request to be like, hey, would you do something fun with us or help out a charity?
Hey, Miley.
Crickets. They wouldn't even respond to you. They'd be like, no. What are you talking? They'd be like, no. And in country, they're like, yeah, whatever, man. You just tell us.
We got the opener for the Rob Schneider show coming up. You guys can interview. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thing.
Right.
I'll always throw a low-budget comedian at you.
Yeah, that's typically it.
Book authors and low-budget comedians.
We got Gary Gabagool available. Would you
Yeah.
like to interview him?
He opened up for Carlos Mencia 4 years ago. He's great. You're going to love him.
Yeah. That's what you wind up getting. I got an email here. Speaking of which, Jason said, I was listening to today's show, and Virginia mentioned something about Rob Schneider being in Home Alone 2 in the Christmas bracket and how she didn't like him. What is her beef with him? Can she explain? I have heard her before talking trash about him, but I don't know why.
Can you do that thing how Kevin can do, where you do it in 10 seconds and you nail it from beginning to end? He's so good at that.
I think the video lives, right? If you Google it.
The thing that lives is the news report, not the whole video. That thing never saw the light of day. We never owned it. It sucks because I wanted to see the whole. I don't remember the whole interview. The whole interview is not available. It's just parts of it.
Who's got it?
Someone we know from back in the day.
Alan Gallo?
I believe so.
I think he is the one, right? He was in studio that day. Just so happened to be in studio that day.
Filming.
You could ask him for it. I mean, if he's got it, I'm sure he would give it to you.
I don't know if he still has it. We're talking 2009, bro.
It's worth asking.
It was a while ago, but yeah, it was just kind of a little squabble that happened. We'd had something come up. It was around the death of Michael Jackson, I remember, and we had a local person that had choreographed the concert that Michael Jackson was about to put on in England. And so we were talking to that individual. We wanted to get him on, didn't want to lose him, and we wanted to have him first. And so that kind of pushed Rob's interview back, and he got very cantankerous because of that, and then came in with some smart aleck kind of quips about, I had a good time staying in the parking lot. It's really nice, yeah. Cigarette butts and all kinds of stuff. And then you gave me coffee in a styrofoam cup. Yeah, I appreciated that. So it was that kind of stuff.
He yelled at Heather for giving him coffee in a styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
He was like mad because we were killing the environment.
So he came in with a little bit of toot, and hey, I get it, I understand. I didn't run as tight a ship then as what we do now, and so there was some I take some of the blame on that, and it just did not. There was not a good vibe between us, and by the end of it, there was screaming, and he storms out, and so Virginia's held on to that, and still doesn't like him for that reason.
Because he's just a jerk. And you hear that from not just us, but a lot of people that he considers beneath him. He talks to you and lets you know that you're beneath him. Fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, we had kind of gotten a lot of that too as time went on. And then he went on kind of a radio tour where he was trashing us on like Howard Stern and some other places.
It's pretty cool. That does still live on. I believe it's Dick Face, Howard Stern called me, which is awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it was.
Howard Stern knows me?
It's just, I mean, dude, being called a dick face by Howard Stern's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Arguing with a guy from SNL was weird and surreal, but fuck it.
So that's how that all came about, if you did not know. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Home Alone 2 winds up doing in our bracket because, yeah, that's kind of the one Cinderella story right now. It was a 4 seed, and I think we only went to 8. So that is the lowest seed still alive, and it's taking on Elf right now. And this round for our best Christmas movie and specials bracket. It's likely going to get destroyed by Elf, but, you know, hey, it's made it pretty far.
You filthy animal.
You got the regular Home Alone, the original versus the Santa Claus, and then you got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus A Charlie Brown Christmas, and then we got the Grinch Off. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey's version going against the original Dr. Seuss animated version.
What's the, because I do want to watch some of these to kind of catch up and try to get into the Christmassy mood.
Yeah.
The Charlie Brown Peanuts one, what's the whole problem he's going through?
He's just he's trying to find the Christmas spirit, and that's kind of where it is because
Damn.
it's commercialized. And what is the true meaning of Christmas? And that's it. He's like, why can't somebody tell me the true meaning of Christmas?
This motherfucker was a deep thinker. Charlie Brown was always in his head. He had depression.
Yeah.
He was depressed.
He did. Yeah.
This motherfucker, why are we here?
Yeah.
You've been saying that.
Right.
No, but that's the main theme of this.
That's
fighting
it.
the
That's what it
Christmas
is.
spirit. Wow.
That's what it is.
That kind of sounds awesome.
And that's why I think it hits deep. Yeah. That's why some people I think do like it because it's meaningful. And even since that was made, we've probably gotten, well, not probably, we are a lot more commercial and we're a lot further away from the true meaning of Christmas.
all right, I'm going to watch that one tonight.
Okay. Daniel sent an email. He said, the reason that I feel that the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch is better is because it gives more of a backstory on how the Grinch hates Christmas and why, and the origins of the character. So that's why he prefers it. It is longer, so they do have a little bit more time.
And the whole time during the filming of the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey, he never stopped acting like the Grinch behind scenes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he didn't do that.
Really?
But he did do that for Man on the Moon.
A lot of actors do that. And they get in the role and they're like, I am going to be the Grinch for the next 6 months.
So I think back in the day, that was considered, oh, wow, they really take their craft seriously. I think now people just call you an asshole. Dude,
Yeah.
with your fucking process.
You're not the Grinch.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
Just dude, turn it off. We're eating lunch right now, bro.
I feel like some people have to tell Jim Carrey to turn it off.
I think throughout his career, I'm sure he had some issues with some people. I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see how that does. I think it'll play out pretty well. I think it'll wind up winning. The thing I do remember about Jim Carrey with that was he hated making the movie because it took, I think it was like 12 hours every day he had to sit in the chair to get the makeup put on for that costume. And by the time you get it was exhausting, the experience, he said, even though you're just sitting there. And so by the time you have to start acting, and I think it was very uncomfortable having all that on too. So it was just always like your face was itching. You ever had that feeling?
Yes.
I don't know, Virginia, have you ever had green paint on your face?
Kevin, I have.
It acted like a fucking diva?
I got a friend who probably 3 or 4 projects in a row kept insisting on putting this fucking cheap ass costume store green paint on me that I'm sure was filled with toxins.
She's just like Jim
and
Carrey.
horrible ingredients.
She wouldn't stop. She was in front of the camera, behind the camera. She acted the same way, just like a witch, just constantly.
He bought the smelliest.
She was like Jim Carrey. She didn't break character.
Exactly.
cheapest.
But by the way, that's some bullshit. It was not the cheapest makeup. She is being a diva right now. Look, I'll never, ever, ever put makeup on you again because I don't want to fucking deal with it.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Oh no, you can absolutely break a man's spirit.
She broke the bird.
It's a real thing, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, so the voting right now on the rounds, you've got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 38 votes to A Charlie Brown Christmas with 17. Home Alone's got 45. The Santa Claus has 11. Elf has 35. Home Alone 2's got 22. It's actually kind of hanging in there.
These aren't a lot of votes.
Well, we just started at 8 a.m.
Oh, all right. I'm still not impressed.
Damn.
All right. Well, who are you calling out? You calling out the audience? Or?
I don't know.
I
Us?
think she's calling everybody. I think she's calling.
All right.
I told
We'll try to live more up to your standards.
Jeez, look, this is what we
But she sets them so high.
See, but broken spirit.
I just feel like it should be in the hundreds.
It was for the ones we had today. We 300 to 400 or 500 votes, you know, so it gets there.
Okay.
Sounds like she's calling out your bit, Kevin.
Holy shit!
Sorry, Kevin.
I guess I better do butter, huh?
Your pants last night, though.
And right now, Jim Carrey's Grinch is beating the animated Dr. Seuss by 3 votes.
3 votes, Kevin? That's it?
That's
Gosh,
it?
Kevin.
Oh my God, I could go vote right now and upset the whole thing.
Fuck you, Kevin, and your bit.
Easy, Dick Bunny.
Yeah, so please save this bit and go vote. For the love of God. KVJshow.com.
Low numbers.
Yeah, please. I'll never hear the end of it. You and your shitty Christmas bits.
Merry Shitmas.
She's worse than the people on fucking Twitter.
It's unreal, right?
Or X, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Something to check out. Drew told you, Jaybird, go to YouTube and type in all 12 Star Wars movies at the same time.
I've seen it.
What did you think of it? They all play at the same time, I guess?
They do all play at the same time, yes.
Is it cool, or is it just like a...
I watched about 2 minutes of it.
Okay.
I mean, you get it.
He said, yeah, he said, I watched every second of the 2 hours.
I get why you do that if you're a Star Wars fan.
Okay.
You do see kind of how they all start together. And
Okay.
but I did check it out.
All right. And you approve of at least 2 minutes.
That's all I had in me.
Sound like you like that as much as Virginia likes my bracket.
Why are you texting me about Kevin's bit, Virginia?
Can you believe he's making us do this? And like, obviously, none of the listeners care because they're not even voting.
She's been like this all. I can tell we're wrapping up
gosh.
the year.
Sorry.
please.
Witch get a little loose over here.
Yeah.
I turn when you bring up Rob Schneider incessantly, and then
let
I'm
it-
just like, "Wah."
Let it go. Good God.
right?
Fucking hey. You're gonna make me just like him just to fucking piss you off.
Shelby sent this in for Virginia. She said, for the garage sale that you are hosting at Jaybird's house, are you planning on selling furniture, tables, chairs, stools, kitchen stuff like that? Because I'm moving soon out of my parents for the first time, and I could really use some furniture and things like that for the house. And I'm willing to come bright and early to beat everyone else for them. In fact, she might even camp out. So that might be something that would be great, is to have people camp out front of Jaybird's house the night before.
I love it.
To make sure that they're there early.
A line
So you
can
could-
form.
He'll bring a tent or something like that. and
Yep.
You could set up in his front
He'll
yard.
come out there and serve y'all hot cocoa at night.
I
Yep.
love you're gonna have such a shitty week next week because Zombie Hulk Hogan is in town. Just watch your back, Ralston.
Is that who left that semen stain on your outfit? Because you got a big semen stain on your shoulder.
I know.
Is that from Zombie Hulk Hogan?
No, it's from Panda. I was blowing him earlier today.
Wow.
Someone's
How
got
about
Good,
that?
I can take that off my list.
More time for holiday shopping. Got some other interesting stuff here. Engineer Keith said that technically time travel is available to us.
It is?
Yeah, the catch is basically we can only travel farther into the future and we don't have a convenient technology to do so. But basically the concept of time travel is that you have to move really fast compared to Earth. Whatever object moves faster experiences less time.
Oh, you already lost Virginia. She's already on her phone. She's already
Time travel's not real, Engineer Keith.
I knew. I mean, it took. I was watching.
Yeah.
It took about 3 seconds for her to grab with her fucking TikTok brain.
Yeah.
I blame TikTok, Kevin.
I mean, she couldn't even give that 3 seconds.
And I'm out.
I see you trying, Engineer Keith.
Yeah.
I mean, just Engineer Keith, come on.
You are gonna have to dumb it down a little bit, Engineer Keith.
Yes, dumb it down. You make a great no-name movie game belt. You make a fantastic microphone trophy.
But he makes a shitty email.
It's like Kevin's shitty Christmas.
What's worse, his email or my shitty bracket?
Both of y'all need to come correct. Dumb it down, Keith.
I mean, seriously, who put a fucking nickel in you today?
Just fucking shitting on everything.
She is, man.
Come on, bring your fucking ideas. I got more shit to go around.
But Kevin's Christmas pants, though, I would never shit on those.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Heather.
They were fantastic.
The Burberry's, yeah. I got an email from Michael. Look out, Michael. Here it comes. How do you feel about fortune tellers and seers? I personally think most of them are so vague that it could be applied to anything. Kind of like the bullshit zodiac sign stuff. Virginia, don't you believe in the zodiac sign stuff?
I do. I believe in astrology. I think a lot of times you see personality traits that do very much fall in line with what they say. Like Jaybird is 100p a Taurus. Bull in a china shop, absolutely a Taurus, stubborn as fuck.
The theory's flawed, though, when you find someone who does fit that criteria, that someone else who was born on the same day, they're a Taurus too, that has none of the traits, which also exist. I know people that are Tauruses that are nothing like the traits they say over there. So as soon as one person is different, it's flawed and it's fucking crazy.
Okay.
I think, too, with the fortune tellers, like mediums, people that predict the future, I want to believe so bad, and I do, and I love when they give nuggets that just nail it, because I've seen it happen, but then I've also seen, nuggets that were just wrong, or just flat out wrong.
And when I say it's fucking crazy, I mean, I've seen people... It's really become watered down now with how people consume that kind of stuff, about all of that stuff. And it's become a TikTok-ish type of, oh my God, you're such a Taurus, you are bullheaded, and you're fucking blah.
Yeah.
All right, okay. It's become pretty easy just to label, and it's an absolute thing. And I'm not a fan of absolute stuff. I just don't believe in absolutes. Only a Sith.
Michael said, I know Virginia doesn't give a shit, but Nostradamus did have some predictions about 2024 that includes royal family drama.
Well, duh.
His predictions for next year, in one quatrain, he said, the dry earth will grow more parched, and there will be great floods, meaning that a major tsunami will take place next year. He also writes that the red anniversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread, meaning a confrontation with China is going to begin with a naval dispute.
Oh, boy.
By the way, though, let's also talk about the misses that he had as well. He wasn't batting 1,000.
His wife?
His missed opportunity, the predictions that didn't
The
come
ones
true.
that did, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that's pretty much the thing with Nostradamus. You watch anything, people have bent and twisted things to try to make them fit, to make it feel or sound like this Frenchman was really on it,
Let me sit in a room and just
and he wasn't so much.
drink, smoke for 5 days in a row and just predict 700 things in the future. I might get a few things right.
3 of them do come true, and then we're like, oh my gosh,
That's all you need.
that Taurus was on point.
That's all
That's
you
kind of
need.
how it is. They really do. They bend and twist all of his little quatrains to try to make them fit certain times. And yeah, there are a few that maybe, but for the most part, it's way off.
Guess what? Yeah, there's going to be some floods.
Yeah,
Duh.
exactly. It's
Like, yeah, somewhere there's going to be a flood.
I do think that humans have the ability to have some kind of psychic sense to a certain point of view or to a certain extent, but I think we also haven't developed it, and I think it's not. I think a lot of people fake it. I think people fake the funk and say that they can do this and do that, and they can't.
right. Yeah, to know it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see these? I love it. There's this one guy. His only goal is to prove psychics wrong. So he has $1 million, I believe, is what. Because if a psychic can prove to be completely right, I'll give you $1 million, and no one's been able to do it. And he'll have like 10 psychics on a panel, and he'll have them go through all these exercises, and they all just fucking tank on TV. None of them predicting, and their excuse always is, well, that's not my field typically. That's not how it works. We don't usually do it that way.
You throw out enough shit, eventually, what do they say about a blind squirrel finding a nut?
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it is with a lot of the psychics.
But I think gut feelings and all that, I think that stuff, I do think that there's stuff we haven't tapped into yet.
Yeah, I think intuition, I think humans do have intuition for reasons.
But what was the lady that that lived down here with the psychic hotline?
Miss Cleo.
If you're going on every single word on a Miss Cleo type, I think that's dangerous.
I think she came out and said she was fake.
Well, she was fake, and that's my point. I mean, is anybody 100% right?
Ever?
It's a pretty high number there.
He goes on to write that Nostradamus does refer to someone he calls the King of the Isle, who has had a controversial divorce and who is driven out by force. What's more, he is replaced by one who will have no mark of a king, meaning that this points to King Charles III being forced to abdicate his throne due to the persistent attacks on both himself and his second wife, and Harry, the man who has no mark of a king, taking the crown as opposed to William.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. No way.
They're not going to let Harry back in on that level. Harry's king, my ass.
Oh, the Dunzo from Harry.
No.
And then what, Meghan's queen?
I think the British people, for the most part, hate them, right?
They do.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
don't like them. Because they
So they're
broke.
going to take a guy they don't like and replace him with somebody they hate.
If they bring back Harry on any level, if he ever wants to go back, they're going to turn him into the jester. You're only coming back for
Yeah.
entertainment. They're going to.
The only way he's coming back is if Charles and William are both dead.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the monarchy die soon in England, but it's not going to happen that way. And he said he also thinks the Pope will die next year. Well, the popes are always dying. It says, through the death of the very old pontiff, a Roman of good age will be elected, meaning the youngest pope of all time will replace him and be the pope for a long time. I just saw actually today, that is kind of ironic though, the current pope was talking about where he's going to be laid to rest. It's not going to be at the traditional place. He's going somewhere else.
He's going to Popeyes.
Yeah. The Pope at Popeyes? Popeyes?
It says Pope in it.
Popeyes. That's I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Chicken jokes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where's the Dalai Lama been? Ever since that scandal, Dalai Lama's been in hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with them
ever
little
since he tried to
boys.
lick kids' tongues. Well, what could be the
Yeah.
problem?
In front of thousands of people on video.
They probably put him away, as they should. And you're going to be in a box for a little bit.
Old D-Lom's got a little squirrely the last couple of years.
It happens to the best of the elderly. You know, sometimes you just kind of lose it, the dementia, the Alzheimer's, whatever it is. Like, as soon as you start trying to lick kids' tongues, you got to go in the box.
Sometimes you die with wisdom like a Yoda, and then sometimes you die insane like Uncle Joey up in Rhode Island.
Yeah. I saw this headline. Made me laugh out loud. It says, Vladimir Putin is taking questions from ordinary Russians along with journalists as his re-election bid begins. I'm I'm like, bullshit.
I'm sure it'll be fair and balanced.
Isn't this the dude that just had his top political adversary just disappear from the prison where Putin had him wrongfully jailed? Yeah.
They can't find him in the jail?
Yeah, no, I think like his family showed, like, yeah, we don't know where he is.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the last I heard. I don't know. He's just disappeared.
Homie's dead.
Yeah. I mean, I am kind of impressed that Putin still goes to all this effort to kind of put up the illusion that there are really free and fair elections in Russia. But, I mean, can you imagine what these questions are going to be?
Yes.
I mean, these bold Russian citizens are going to ask, and these state-run journalists, excuse me, yes, Vladimir, what makes you such a great leader? Why are you so awesome? Yes, Vladimir, why are you still so handsome at your age? Can you explain that? Yes, can you tell me, Mr. Putin, why don't you wear a cape?
How are your pecs so delicious?
Yeah, I really hope that somehow this is aired somewhere and they do translations because I really want to hear what the questions are.
Oh,
it's going to be fucking hysterical.
It will be. It'll be parodied too.
I mean, come on,
Oh,
yeah.
there'll be at least 2 Saturday Night Live skits about it.
I just can't wait to hear these hard-hitting questions of Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
I got an email from Leslie. She said, I got scammed out of $1,700 from a place called Triangular Spa.
Shut up.
I went for a special advertised treatment for a facial at a great price. And, of course, they tried to upsell procedures. They wanted me to do fracking on my face. What?
Fracking? Yeah, that's a thing.
Like
It's
how
like
they...
a laser.
What? Like fracking like what they do to the earth?
Not
get it
as
cold?
intense.
My God, that sounds terrible.
Fracking face treatment is way less intense than what they do to the ground.
I don't know. I want to.
It's like a laser resurfacing, but it's just light to your skin.
Let me frack your face, Kevin. It sounds a little dirty.
It looks like somebody fracked on your outfit.
Yeah, he said this person said they gave me a great deal if I signed a contract where they take pictures of before and after for building their business. And after telling me the price, I was like, no, I don't have that kind of money. Then he suggests that I try to see if I can get approved with the company that they work with.
Care Credit or one of those?
Was like M-O-M-N-T Lending.
Moment Lending?
I don't know. He took my phone, applied for it, seeing how I didn't know the site, and I got approved. But then the next day, researching, I canceled having anything done and made sure that no charge would be placed. I was told, oh, yeah, it's no problem. No services were done, no pictures were done, and no contract was done. And 8 months later, I'm now getting billed for $1,933.
What?
Yeah, and nothing was done. Worst part is they went out of business and they charged a lot of people for things through the lending company that they work with. They both say that they cannot do anything. I did not approve the charge or have any work done. The old spa was bought out and rebranded by the same owner.
Triangular Spa. It says, yeah, it was in Broward in Deerfield Beach.
And it says, and they won't reverse the charge they put through. I'm pissed. I hope that the guy falls face down into a flooded sinkhole. I don't have the money, and I don't know what scam they're pulling, but they need to expire. There is a dental place that just went out of business, I believe, and people would pay a subscription, and even though they're out and you can no longer get this dental service any longer, you still have to pay for services you're not going to get. I guess somebody took over all the debt and they're still collecting on it.
Oh, my
It was a national
gosh.
news story. I didn't really delve into it and sink my teeth into it, but that was kind of the headlines of it. I think it was like one of those tooth whitening. Yeah, KJ has it. Smile Direct Club.
Yes, that was in like Invisalign's competition.
Okay, so that was straightening your teeth company.
Yes, the clear aligners that they were trying to circumvent the whole dental industry and saying, okay, Smile Direct Club, you can just deal straight with us. It's way cheaper. We'll get you your Invisalign trays for way less than Invisalign would cost going through the dentist.
Wow, okay. Dang, that's crazy. There's so many freaking scams out there.
So many.
Just be careful. If you sign up for a membership with these places, don't give them your real credit card. Give them like an internet card. Give them a card that you only put the amount of money you're willing to spend on this. And be careful about signing up for revolving charges where they charge you every month. Because if the place goes out of business and they're shady and they try to keep charging you and you have it linked to your real credit card or your real debit card, they could take you for a lot of money.
Crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, man. It's so scary these days. One thing we see a lot of scams and fakeness. TikTok. Ray said, I'm with Jaybird thinking 90% of TikTok is fake, but that girl who you played with the Tourette's today, I don't believe Balin is faking it at all. I follow her, and if you go through her video, she explains how tics come and go with her Tourette's, and her family and her friends are in the videos all the time. So, yeah, everybody, I can't believe that people are trying to say that she's faking it. That's crazy to me because I did not get that at all.
As soon as you put anything out on social media, 10%, which in theory is not that many people, but it really kind of is. If 10% of people are assholes, it looks like a lot of people are assholes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of comments of somebody calling you out on shit. They kind of can ruin it for everybody if you let them.
Yeah.
But, just know when you go on social media, it is a cold, cold world.
Yeah. What was that line she said? Was it butter my biscuit, fat ass? Is that what it was? Gosh, that's that's just a good line.
It was.
I'll throw that any day, yeah. So apparently her boyfriend's all in. She's a cute girl. And apparently he's big fan of hers. And they laugh together at all the things that she says. Pretty fascinating. Yeah, I think I'm going to go and have to follow and see what she's all about.
Look, if they're laughing at it, that's amazing.
I like that.
You have to.
Yeah, I think it just destigmatizes so much stuff and people get a better understanding for it.
Amen.
Yeah, I think it's great what she's doing. And you understand it more.
Her calling him a fat ass with a tiny penis over and over. You fat fuck, you fat fuck, you fat fuck.
It's pretty unreal, yeah.
The unedited version is so much funnier because, she was just laying into him.
Yeah, I was watching it yesterday. It was just unreal. And it was just airing on the news network like that. So, pretty crazy. Let me see other stuff that we got here. There's an email. Another one from Michael. He said Cookie Monster's recipe was just revealed, and Virginia should make them for members of the KVJ show for Do It Bitch. The ingredients are pancake mix, puffed rice, grape nuts.
God, it's fucking grape nuts.
Grape nuts.
Yeah, you don't like grape
good.
nuts.
No.
I'm very vocal since you've known me. I've hated grape nuts since a child. I couldn't believe people legit bought that. And everyone who tries to defend grape nuts to me, they lose their argument within the first sentence. Yeah, but if I put the yogurt on, no. The yogurt is what's making
Have
the
you
grape
tried
nut.
it with blueberries and bananas?
The blueberry banana makes the grape nut. Not the grape nut on its own is
Right.
fucking disgusting. It is. I can't believe that shit's still greenlit.
It's gross.
People, you gotta put the sugar makes it good then. Fuck them grape nuts.
It also has instant coffee and color glue.
Huh. The glue.
Can you eat glue?
Yeah, you can.
No, you couldn't. You shouldn't. Well, some of it you can, but you have to be like Elmer's school glue.
I've eaten plenty of glue.
Some glue you should not eat. It
Agreed.
is absolutely toxic.
It is absolutely toxic. You're right, but there is some.
Paste you can eat because stupid kids eat it all the time.
I mean, it's kind of. How can kids not want to eat that? It looks like marshmallows.
And there you go, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like marshmallows. It looks like fluffernutter.
Yeah, you can't eat like that Elmer's glue. I remember the weirdest thing, man. I was like in third grade, and one of my good friends, Rob, he was, going steady with this girl, Heather, and they had this stupid little thing they would do where he would eat glue, and she would put it on like this plastic strip and pretend like she was baking it, and she was his wife, and she was baking him dinner, and he'd eat the fucking glue.
That's adorable, though. That is.
I was just like, I was so weirded out by it even then. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Gosh, boy.
So my wife just made me some more dinner, and I was like, that's glue, dude. Why are you eating glue? What's wrong with you?
I
I'm
feel
like,
a
I don't
little
know if we can be
twisted that
friends.
she would do that, and he wanted her affections and her attention so bad that he's eating glue.
It was a weird
and she's
thing.
abusing her power.
I'm not sure what I was more weirded out about. Him just eating glue.
No, that's pretty fucked. She's abusing her power.
Right.
And he's just fucking eating the glue
Just
because
eating
nobody
it.
else will talk to him or play with
he
him.
enjoyed, he loved it. He just, I'd sit there because we were side by side desks, and I was just sit there looking at him, and be like, "What the fuck?"
She's
are you doing?
twisted. She's getting her rocks off. He's fucking sad.
Which is crazy that was even allowed to be happening in class, that nobody was watching any of that.
I couldn't even pay attention.
But
I was watching both of them because her desk was all the way by the windowsill. Then it was his desk right next to hers, and then my desk was right next to his. And I just sit there and watch those two. And she would, sure enough, act like ding, and she'd take the glue and hand it to him, and he'd start chowing down. I'm just like, what the fuck?
See, even in 4th grade, that's the power of the pussy.
It
was
takes,
so weird.
It takes everybody down.
Yeah, right.
Well, if you're doing it right, yeah, you do go down.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want these cookies, but yeah, we do need a good punishment for the final Do It Bitch on Tuesday, final one of the year.
Okay. Final one. What did we say we were going to do?
I don't know.
We didn't say yet. We didn't say. Somebody had suggested the slap shot come back. We could do. Pull one out at random. Have people vote on their favorite ones of all time, and then we could take like the 3 best or / worst, and then we could just draw, and the losing team could draw out their own fate. So that might be the way to do it. So I just don't know if eating those cookies is enough.
I don't know if I could take a slap shot from Evelyn. It might ruin my Christmas.
Pussy.
She would ring my bell.
She does.
It is tough working with a witch, but it is even tougher working with a pussy.
Fuck that. You couldn't hear for 45 minutes after she hit you.
No.
I know.
That was so intense.
Honestly, I know if, in fact, I might donate my brain to science because I'm convinced I have CTE now
From
that one punishment. She fucking gave me a concussion, honestly.
She does not play. When she strikes you, it's like she knows exactly how to deliver the most pain possible.
She definitely rang some bells in this room.
Yeah.
The worst was watching her hit Denny's.
Yeah,
Because he's
startling.
so sweet.
It was tough to watch.
It feels so unnatural to see Denny's. Well, remember Denny's would tell the stories from stories from a stoner. He told the one about him getting pistol whipped. I mean, can you imagine seeing Denny's get pistol?
That would be
No.
traumatic.
Traumatic.
I
Yeah.
never want to even think about that, much less see it.
It would.
I don't even know if I
I'm
could.
so
I don't think I could
soft.
save it.
I couldn't stomach it.
Yeah.
Leave my baby alone.
I would. I would want to defend him, but I think I'm a pussy too. I think I'd just faint.
You're a lot of help.
You wake up and you're getting pistol whipped too?
Oh, it would seem so unnatural to see him get beat up like that.
Cheaper would run to Denny's rescue if he didn't just pass out.
And shit himself.
I mean, and pistol whipping seems like such an intense.
It's so
beat
intense.
down, man. My God.
I think I'd rather be shot.
I'm with you on that.
Just shoot me.
Give me the bullet.
Yeah. This sucks. That's crazy. A couple quick music updates for you here. Good news for Crazy Bone. After almost dying in September, he's going to be back on stage with Bone Thugs and Harmony this Saturday.
That's
This
what I'm talking
Saturday.
Yeah.
Wow, where are they playing?
I don't know, Virginia. I looked that all up, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically Kevin telling you to shut the fuck up.
I'm asking for you, asshole.
That's but I'm reading and interpreting Kevin.
it's not local.
That's Kevin's nice way of saying shut the
All right, well, it's not local then, Bird. You ain't going, bitch.
No, I'm not. I am not going. I just bought 4 tickets to the Corey Feldman Limp Bizkit concert.
You did not.
I did.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Are you going to sit through Limp Bizkit too?
I think because
Rolling.
Yeah,
What?
I think it's gonna be me, Denny's, Klepto, and Twigs.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna
All right.
because we can't.
I can see maybe Klepto and Twigs liking.
They do, but they
Limp
also
Bizkit.
they love watching Corey. I really got them
Yeah.
to become Corey
Oh, you
Feldman.
did? Okay. You
Just-
converted 'em.
They can't believe Corey
Where are they
Feldman.
playing?
Right there in West Palm.
The
there.
amphitheater?
I'm gonna try to get a bunch of
Yeah.
KVJ Nationers to go because that's gonna be fun.
But I think there's like about 3 or 4 acts, so I'm wondering what time will Corey Feldman go on?
First.
I know they're doing something with him now. They're putting him.
He
in
might be on at 8 a.m.
they're putting him into festivals because his audience is growing, not because
you
he's
just can't
crushing
believe it.
People can't believe it. Yes, he's big on the internet.
I could see it, yeah, because it's comical.
Yes.
It's freaking hysterical. He really is like Spinal Tap.
There's a
But
shit,
he's serious, and Spinal Tap was a spoof.
but it's everything he does. It's not just his music. He even in interviews, he just gives you go, oh, this motherfucker. Shouldn't you be seasoned by now? You've been doing this since you were
So
4.
shitty. People can't believe he's been at it this long. He's still that shitty.
I can't believe the shit that comes out of his mouth.
A couple other interesting residencies as well. Wu-Tang. That is going to be kind of cool for a Las Vegas residency.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're kicking it off Super Bowl weekend, too. That'll do well. There's also going to be a Jodeci residency. Remember them from the 90s? If you love that bump and grind R&B.
They would play their version of Stevie Wonder's Lately all the time on MTV when they did MTV Unplugged.
Okay,
I bought the single. That, to me, is one of the best live performances ever.
Right.
It's such a good jam.
Yeah, they're going to kick that off in March at the House of Blues, Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. So you have a couple things to check out there.
I loved Jodeci back in the day.
Yeah.
They had about
were
3 or
solid.
4 big-time bangers that were awesome.
Yeah, they did. And for me, I think this will be good / sad, but I'll probably have to go see it. The Amy Winehouse biopic,
Yes.
Back to Black, is hitting theaters next May. I love Amy Winehouse, and it was just so sad. In fact, the other day, I can't remember why it came up. I think I was doing research for something else, and the performance where she is so blasted on stage, she can't even get the words out.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was just so sad to watch because, I mean, you know what's coming.
Right.
And you could even see it then. You're like, this girl's not going to live past 27, and she is in that 27 club of all the other artists that have died at that age. You could see it. Like, there's no way this girl hits 30.
You ever see the Elvis one? When
No.
he forgets the words, I think he's a little fucked up.
Oh, yeah, he had the pills going on.
Are you lonesome? Oh, fuck with the door, don't.
Oh, I think I have seen. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah, it's sad but funny.
It
'cause-
is.
Oh shit!
He plays it off.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Oh man! All right, well, we got 1 day left to this here weekend. Man, the year is just slipping away.
Wow, it is, y'all.
Yeah,
we
right?
better get our shit together.
We won't. This will be the same hot mess in 2024. Who are you trying to kid?
Yeah.
No, zero improvement.
All right, y'all. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.